buy shoes. Hey, yark it up. This isn't dentist's office.
Here we are, Mrs. Campbell.
Hey, feels good, Henry.
Yeah. These are Italian shoes, Mrs. Campbell. You can always tell when they're Italian shoes because when you walk down the street, they give you a little pinch. Jerry taking good care of you, George?
Yeah, I'm looking for something with a square toe.
Good. Try one of the boxes on it.
Might not be a bad idea with my size 13s.
Oh, George, you don't have big feet. I used to have a guy came in here. He was born with such big feet, he was 14 years old before he fell down. Nothing. When he stood up straight, he looked like the letter L.
You're funny, Henry. You ought to be in show business.
I've been telling him that for years. He's a natural.
Sure, he's been telling me. If I were in show business, I wouldn't notice he's coming in late every morning.
Henry, I'll take these.
Good. They make your feet look 10 years younger.
Listen, I'll leave them on.
Oh, good. While I'm wrapping up your old shoes, take a look at those slippers over there. They're on sale. You only pay for the right one. The left one we throw in free. Who wants a balloon? I see. You want a balloon.
You gave Melvin Willis a balloon. Could I have one?
I gave Melvin Willis a balloon because he bought his shoes here.
Oh, well, I bought my shoes across the street.
Close enough. Here's your balloon. And every balloonist should have a coloring book.
Gee, thanks. What?
A noise like music, like...
I heard it now.
Not bing, bing. Boom.
I just heard bing, bing.
Hi, honey. I brought you lunch.
Sure, a noise like... Boom.
I just heard a bing, bing.
Huh, thanks for lunch. Here's your tip.
Is that how you tip the waitresses at the drugstore?
You don't have to worry about me, Pauline. If I'm ever unfaithful to you, you'll be the third one to know.
I'll put your lunch in the back.
Good. If you'll just have a seat over there, I'll be with you in a minute.
I'm not here to buy shoes.
Well, we don't rent them.
I came to see you.
Well, I'm very busy right now.
Too busy to talk to an angel?
Oh, you're an angel. Well, hello. Hey, what let's do? I'm a wood nymph myself. Let's go out and frolic on the green.
No, really. I am an angel.
You keep harping on that. What'd you do with your wings? Leave them in your other suit?
Never believe me.
Hey. Mrs. Campbell? Pauline. Pauline! Jerry. Hey, they're not moving.
I did that.
Hey, you are an angel. Look what you did in my life, my customers. Well, you really slowed down business around here.
Oh, it'll pick up as soon as you tell me your wish.
A wish? You're gonna give me a wish?
Yes, you went out of your way to be nice to that little boy, even though he bought his shoes across the street.
Listen, the kid can't help it if his mother has no taste.
Well, Henry, what's your wish?
I got just about everything I need. I got a wonderful wife, 2 great kids, nice business, plenty of friends, 4 new radial tires.
You must want something. Something you haven't even told your wife.
I always wanted to be in show business.
Oh, nothing wrong with that wish. I wanted to be in show business. I used to do impressions.
Oh, yeah? What do you do?
Well, the very best impression I do is of Ronald Colman. But 'tis a pity there are very few people around who remember the sound of his lovely voice.
Okay, do 'em.
We're here to get you in show business.
Yeah, I'm too old to go into show business. Besides, I'm not that funny.
He thinks you are. A lot of people do.
I tell a couple of jokes. Help sell shoes.
I better get to work on your wish before you talk yourself out of it. Oh, one thing. I wouldn't tell anybody about me.
Me either.
May I have a balloon?
Didn't buy your shoes here.
It's not for me. It's for this little boy. His balloon is about to pop.
Here you are, boy.
buy brand new glove leather Swiss-made shoes for the incredible...
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Why didn't you look where you were going?
I was looking where I was going. I just wasn't looking where I was stopping.
Well, it doesn't seem to be much damage. Little paint and tail light.
Henry Salerno. Lou Landry.
This your right address?
Yeah, that's my right address. Those are my wrong eyes. My eyes are hazel, not brown. Of course you are. You're Lou Landry.
Yep.
Lou Landry. On the TV show, the same name. Topeka's own Mr. Television kissed my bumper. I may never wash my car again. Holy smoke. Look at that. I did more damage than I thought. I think I knocked your hair off, fella.
I'm not wearing my rug today.
Oh, you know something, Mr. Landry? I think you look better without it.
Well.
As Shakespeare said, bald is neat.
You're sure making this accident a pleasure.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Here's my card. In case you have another accident and you need somebody to come in and pep it up.
You own a shoe store?
No, I own the card. Bank owns the shoe store.
Anybody ever tell you you ought to be in show business?
Pauline, guess who I ran into today? Pauline, guess who I ran into? Pauline, guess who I ran into today? And when I say ran into, I mean ran into.
Enough of the build-up. Who was it?
Lou Landry.
Oh, that's very nice, dear.
That's very nice. Lou Landry, the TV guy.
Henry, you've just got to have a talk with your daughter. She's seen too much of Dwayne. It's getting serious.
Pauline, with you, boiled cabbage is serious.
I like the boy. He's a nice young man. But after all, high school seniors shouldn't get that much involved. It seems to me
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, but
Hi,
Lou-
Dad.
Oh, hi, honey.
Linda, your father has something to say to you.
I certainly have. Will you hear what Lou Landry...
Henry, what your father wants to say, Linda, is that you've been spending too much time with Dwayne, and he thinks your studies are suffering because of it. He feels if you want to go to a good college, you've got to get good grades. So he wants you to spend more time around the house and confine your dates to weekends.
Well, that sounds fair, Dad. I'll give it a try.
That's good, my dear, and see that I never have to speak to you this way again. Now, wait till you hear what...
I've got an important announcement, everybody. Shirley Anderson beat me out for center on our basketball team.
Never underestimate the power of tall, skinny girls. Now I have an announcement to make, and I'd like no further interruptions. None. Friday. This Friday night. Henry Salerno, your father, I'm using my own name, is making his comedy debut on the Lou Landry Show.
You're kidding.
Do I ever kid you?
All the time.
All right, this time I'm not.
Oh, Daddy, that's fabulous.
How about that?
Far out, Pop.
But I don't understand. How did this all happen?
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. Coming home from work today, I rear-ended him.
Did you have to pick such an expensive way of meeting him? Couldn't you have just sent him a fan letter?
Well, see, we started talking about the accident. Pretty soon we're having a cup of coffee together. Being a man of great intelligence and, of course, a great judge of talent, he told me he saw in me a great young comedy star tomorrow.
Oh, Dad, that's wonderful. I have to go call Dwayne and tell him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell everybody.
Well, Pauline, here it is. My first big step on the stairway to fame and fortune.
Henry, I know you'll get a kick out of it, but I hope you're kidding about the fame and fortune.
You never know, Pauline. With the right person behind you, it could happen. One jump from showbiz to showbiz.
You're saying that like you really believe it.
I do believe it.
And now, Merlina, I'd like you to show our viewers your favorite illusion.
Oh, all right, Lou. I would now like to proceed to saw a man into thirds.
Thirds! Why can't you cut him in halves? By the time I get on there, all I have time for is to say hello.
Don't be nervous, Henry. You'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, why'd they have to put me on last,
I
huh?
always save the best for last.
Now, this is going to go... Oh, you're a big one, aren't you? All right. Are you ready?
Jeez, it's almost 10 o'clock. You know, there's not going to be very much time left for your father.
I hope there's no time.
Ma, whose
Here we
side are you
go.
on?
My side. People are always telling your father he ought to be in show business. If he fails, they won't tell him that anymore. I don't want to live with a man who has no dreams.
You can't who ain't go to school tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Well, I got a rep for being a liar. I told everyone that Papa's gonna be on TV tonight. And if he's not on, this'll prove it.
What this magician needs is another magician to make her disappear.
Hans, you want to stand up?
She's finally through.
Thank you, Merlina. And thanks to her rabbit, her pigeons, and to all 3/3 of her courageous assistant. And now I'd like to introduce a very special guest. A new comedy find.
Hold on for a minute, Lou. There won't be time for that.
Why won't there be time for that?
Why won't there be time for that?
Because we wanted to save the last 10 minutes to show some tape of the best of Lou Landry.
Well, you can do that in a minute and a half. People, let me tell you what this is all about. This all came about rather unexpectedly, but tonight is going to be my last show. I'll be doing a network news show from Chicago.
Wonder if I got hold of a bad angel.
Where have you been?
Took a long drive down to the river. I was thinking of taking a walk along the bottom, but it wouldn't have worked. I'm a natural floater.
Come on. Don't be upset.
Then I thought maybe I'd throw myself off the Ferguson building. I got down there and I realized I'm terrified of heights.
Honey, you still have your family, your home, your business, your wife. You didn't lose anything.
No. Only the shortest career in show business.
Did you get a chance to eat?
No, what do you got?
A ham, cheese and liverwurst and corned beef.
It'll all be fine. Pile it on there.
What about your waistline?
This waistline's good enough for selling shoes. Jerry. Yeah? Take a sign. Put it in the window. Free medical care for the first 10 ladies to fall off those shoes. Oh, boy.
Can you help me, please?
Sure, sit down there. Hey, you're... No, you are. You're either Lou Landry or his younger brother.
Oh, when you're anchor man on the 6 o'clock news, you've got to wear the haircut. You like it?
Hey, looks terrific. When you're anchor man, you also have to wear open-soled shoes?
Oh, funniest thing happened. I was around the corner getting my airline tickets when I stubbed my toe on a curb. Look at this.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, hey, it's a very expensive shoe. Cheap. $50.
But out of the blue, I remembered that your store was in this neighborhood.
Yeah, what do you got here? You got a 10C here. Yeah, I think I can fix you up. We got a shoe very much like this, except it doesn't have a secret compartment in the toe.
Oh, Henry, you should be in show business. Mickey Raymond is a friend of mine that does a talk show in Chicago. How would you like to be on his show?
What does Mickey Raymond want with me? The only big credit I have is not being on your show. Wait till you hear who's going to Chicago tonight. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding.
Chicago? Stevie said Las Vegas.
Hey, hold on a minute. Let me win the hearts of Chicago before we talk Las Vegas.
Are you talking about Linda and Dwayne?
No, I'm talking about me and Mickey Raymond. What about Linda and Dwayne?
They've eloped. Who's Mickey Raymond?
Mickey Raymond. Mickey Raymond. He's got a talk show out of Chicago. Lou Landry got me a spot on it tonight. I got myself a new suit for the occasion and a black net tie. Eloped? What do you mean eloped?
They're staying at the Desert Dunes Hotel. They're not getting married till tomorrow morning, so there's still time to stop them.
Hold it. Wait a minute. Hold it. Go back a minute. How did you find out about all this?
Stevie overheard their plans. He listened in on the extension phone.
After I told that kid never to do that again. Thank heaven, he never listens to me.
We've got to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, we've got to go to Las Vegas, and I've got to go to Chicago. How can I be in two places at once?
You can't.
Why couldn't they have eloped tomorrow, huh? Or better yet, to Chicago?
Honey, we've got to stop Linda from doing something she may regret the rest of her life.
Yeah. I guess I'll be breaking my new suit in Las Vegas.
Would you rather I went and talked to them alone?
No, you can't talk unless you've got somebody to interrupt. I better make the plane reservations.
No, I've got them. We're on the 2:30 flight. Henry, couldn't you be on the Mickey Raymond show some other time?
Yeah, I guess. No, I guess it wouldn't work out. I'm afraid somebody up there doesn't want to book me.
You know, I've got a feeling. You've had 2 near misses in the same week. You're bound to get another chance.
See, that's what comes of living so long with me. You're dreaming my leftover dreams. Well, here we are in sunny Las Vegas.
He said the 17th floor, right?
Dwayne?
Did you order something?
No.
Who is it? If I tell you, will you let me in?
Dad! Well, Dad, how'd you know we were here?
Your brother's in the CIA. Now hear this, and I want no interruption.
But Dad, just...
Linda, listen to your father. Your father thinks...
Your father thinks that your mother should sit down and stop talking. Because when your mother talks, you can't hear what your father's thinking.
Dad, you just have...
Linda, sit down. Linda, your mother and your father love you very, very much, and that's why we're here tonight.
Dad...
Dwayne, we like you a lot, but what you're thinking of doing this is something that's supposed to last a long time. Sometimes if you get off to a bad start, it can ruin the whole thing.
Yeah, but Mr. Salerno, we...
Don't interrupt.
All we're asking is that you think it over a little bit more.
But, Dad, we did think it over, and we decided to wait.
Yeah, we tried to call you on the phone, but you weren't home.
Well, why did you let me go on like that?
Because I never heard you talk without joking, and it made me feel good.
Well, I'm just sorry you both had to come all the way out here for nothing. I hope it didn't inconvenience you so much.
It was nothing.
Do you know what your father gave up?
Nothing. He gave up nothing, a poker game.
Your father had the chance...
Pauline, we give our children enough guilt.
Which reminds me, I better call Stevie.
Yeah. Hey, I got a good idea. Why don't I go downstairs and see if I can get a table for the dinner show? It's pretty late. Better see if I can get a hold of the maitre d'. Now, charm him with a few jokes. Yeah, maybe I better delight him with a few dollars. I'll call you in 5 minutes, let you know what's what.
Mr. Salerno, want me to come with you?
Sure. Come on, son.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Hold the elevator. Hold it. Ah, thank you, sir. You? Oh. Stopped. Yeah, all right, who's the wise guy that pressed 14 and a half?
I don't like it one bit. Don't worry, it'll be fixed in a jiffy.
I better call the auto club. Maybe they'll send us a loaner.
How about the emergency bell?
Yeah, good idea. Maybe they'll send a tow truck. I wonder where they keep the jack on this thing.
What happened to Daddy? I'm hungry, and he said 5 minutes, and it's been 15.
Well, you know your father, how he loves to talk. He probably got stuck someplace.
If they'd have it fixed by now.
If they can fix it.
We're gonna fall. I just know we're gonna fall.
Look on the bright side. We were going down anyway. Folks, believe me, there's no need for alarm. They never lost an elevator yet. They always know right where to look, at the bottom of the shaft. I knew we were in trouble with this elevator right at the beginning. When we got on, the starter said, "Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets." I want to tell you, this is the only elevator I ever saw had a flight insurance machine outside. Believe me, this is probably all my fault. I'm a real hard-luck guy. Coming out of Topeka, the only airline I could get was Titanic Airlines. Yeah, I paid for my ticket with food stamps. They didn't have any movies. The stewardess went down the aisle showing us pictures of her grandchildren. It figures. This should happen to me in Las Vegas, my first trip. Here we are, stuck between 14 and 15, and I had my money on 12. Listen, we should all look at the bright side of this thing because we'll all be in the next disaster movie. Columbia Pictures presents Stuck. My part will be, of course, played by Charlton Heston, and Orson Welles will play all the rest of you.
It's taking them so long to fix it.
Oh, how can we be sure they're even in there?
We had them paged, nobody answered. And the maitre d' said nobody gave them any money or any jokes.
I was always a hard-luck guy. In the Navy, I was a frogman. All the other guys got medals. I got warts. And all the flies I could eat. Hey! I got a great idea, folks. Does anybody here sell insurance? Huh? Oh, that's too bad. See, an insurance salesman could have gotten us out of here. Okay, all together now. How would an insurance salesman have gotten us out of here? You're flat. I'll tell you how. We'll get him to start talking about insurance. In 5 minutes, he'll drive us out of here.
We're moving.
Don't get too excited, folks. With my luck, we could be going east and wind up in Philadelphia.
Mr. Salerno, I never knew you were that funny.
If you'd have stopped necking with my daughter for a minute, you'd have heard some beauty.
Solano, you were great.
Oh, I wasn't that great, but on the other hand, nobody walked out.
Are you working in one of the rooms in the hotel?
No, just elevators and shoe stores.
Mr. Salerno, I'm Walter Ashburn, talent coordinator with Jimmy Garnett. Jimmy's taping 2 weeks of shows from Caesar's Palace, and I've got an interesting idea.
And may I say, I love your time.
Oh, you. Are you all right?
Am I all right? I was a smash in there. From now on, I'm only traveling by elevator.
Oh, you had us worried for a while.
You're not going to believe what just happened in that elevator.
Come on. I'm taking you all to Caesar's Palace.
Good. Who's playing there?
Me.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you all about it on the way over.
You're looking for your new picture, Gold Times 3, opening Thursday at theaters everywhere. Gigi, I'll be down for the lounge tomorrow to see you do your thing.
Oh.
Henry, where are we going to see you do your thing again?
Well, I don't know. Unless Hollywood calls, I guess I'll be doing my thing in the shoe store.
Somebody's going to call you or a smash tonight. That's all for tonight. So long, everyone.
How did Hollywood get my number already?
A star is born. Hello?
Yeah, this is him speaking. Oh, yeah, huh? Well, it wasn't that. It was. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot. I'll see you.
Who was it, Daddy?
That was the president. The president? He wants me to play a big part.
In Washington?
No, St. Louis, the president of the Shoe Retailers Association. Yeah, he wants me to play the convention. I don't know. It's a paid gig.
All right, everybody. Into the dining room. I can't freeze those cold cuts again.
Hey, if that's opportunity, he's knocking on the right door. Well, hello. You should have been here a few minutes ago. I was just on television.
I saw you. You were wonderful.
Oh, yeah? How could you have seen me? I was just on a few minutes ago, and you... I get it. Don't need a set, right? Well, I don't know how to thank you.
Show business could use a new face, or at least an old face that hasn't been used.
I just got my first offer. Boy, I wish you could be there. Would that be a first for the shoe retailers if I could introduce an angel from the audience?
Even if I were there, you wouldn't remember me.
What are you talking about? You're talking to a fella here with a memory like an elephant.
Henry, why don't you invite the nice gentleman in?
What nice gentleman? Oh, this nice gentleman. What are you here for?
Just to say goodbye.
You didn't even say hello.
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 Goodbye.
Goodbye. Holy smoke.
Who is that?
Boy, you make it in show business, and right away the nuts start to show up.